Are you gonna be a good girl?
No, I'm not. I'm very sorry for what you're about to witness, but we're gonna be looking at Booktok today, which you might think, oh, 1984, Lord of the Rings, other books that I definitely know the names of. No, it's just thirsty people, and you're gonna see what it is, and I do not like what it is. We're gonna be starting this where I was forced to start my journey, which is with this video that appeared in my feed. I don't know why I was chosen by the algorithm, but I think I need to look internally to see what I had done, but...
You really don't listen, do you? I told you before. Good girls behave.
No.
They follow the rules. And yet...
The pauses are crazy. He just really lets it linger. He really like, and when you see the comments, you'll understand. Anyway,
yeah. Once again, testing me, pushing me, just casually exploring my limits, aren't you? No, I should punish you for that.
There's so much empty space. Like, it would honestly be better if he just kept saying uncomfortable things, because the silence in between the statements, it hurts so bad.
But maybe, just maybe, I'll give you another chance.
No.
So, I want you to tell me how good girls make up for their mistakes. Tell me. Now, I want to see it. Are you gonna be a good girl?
No, I'm not. And in the comments, I can kind of see why I saw this, because I think this video specifically ended up on a more regular side of TikTok because people are talking about the comment section being rough. But let's scroll down and see some of these comments. I got tired of being a rule-following good girl. It got me nowhere and achieved nothing. Going into my villain era full steam ahead. Misbehaving is so much fun, but hearing you say good girl does something. Decisions. I'm entranced. Never been so excited to be in trouble, but I also want to make it up to you. I'm trying to show some good faith by blocking out the profile pictures and names of these accounts, but just understand that most of these are women in their 30s and older, up to 60s and 70s, that have their straight up faces on their accounts. A lot of them are mothers, wives, I mean, if you're into this sort of thing, I don't have any problem with that. I just have always found it interesting when people are thirsting on the internet with their face attached to it. It's always been very interesting to me. I'm fucking geeked. You guys have to see this one.
Oh, you just scrolled in here without asking for permission. Is that it?
Yeah, I guess.
That's not how this works, sweetie. You should know that by now. Good girls ask before they take, don't they? So, tell me, what should I do with you now?
Leave me alone.
You tell me. You know you put me in a pretty tough spot right now. You know that, right?
I'm in a tough spot too, buddy.
Tell me in the comments, what do you think I should do?
Oh! Very interested in the comments here, because if that was the comments without a call to action, let's see how the community responded to this one. Guess I'm not a good girl, as I never ask. Maybe it's your turn to ask before you take. Like a good boy. No. Okay, I'm leaving this username in because Grammy is based. My FYP, not yours. I'm not a follower, and I suggest you recognize my worth and I will match your energy. That's good. I like this one. I've lost the ability to speak or think. I can't remember my name. I'm more of an ask for forgiveness than permission, but also, usually I just don't get caught, and when I do, I'm good at helping the issue blow over. Winky. Not only did I scroll in here without asking, I added you as well. I think I now need a reminder of the rules and the disciplines / punishments for those if broken. This is so hard to fucking read / experience. I think I know what the thing is with Booktok. So it's people that like, you know, let's say romance novels, and people like this dude are kind of like a character from one of those novels come to life. And in these comments, I feel like they use it as an opportunity to interact back with a character in a way that they could not do just in like written word. That would be my guess. I don't like any of it, but if I'm understanding the community, I think I'm starting to get it a little bit more. And just to add one thing, this dude does have a subscription service on a certain website you may have heard of, and not that everybody that does that sort of work is looking for these sorts of comments, but this format specifically seems to be naturally interactive with like a back and forth encouraged. And so I would much rather see these women leaving these sorts of comments on a video like this than on somebody's video who is not interested in that at all, and they're kind of just harassing them, you know? All right, this one's sort of a different vibe, and I got some commentary on it. Let's just listen to it.
You don't hear it enough, do you? How much effort you put in. Every day. How strong you are. How strong you've had to be. How well you're doing, even when it feels like nobody notices. But I notice. I see you, sweetheart. I see you. And I need you to know this. I need you to pay attention, okay? You're doing great. Even on the hard days. Even when you don't feel like you're doing enough. It is enough. And I am so proud of you. But I need you to tell me that you're proud of yourself. Okay?
I'm proud of myself.
Because ultimately that's most important. Tell me. That's my good girl.
No, why'd you have to ruin it with that? So this kind of taps into another side of it, which is like the whole parasocial thing. I mean, this almost reminds me of this ASMR girlfriend roleplay that I made a video on 150 years ago, where it almost feels like, yes, there's a intimate aspect to it, but there's also this loneliness aspect to it, where people are looking for someone to feel like they're talking to them and telling them that it's gonna be okay and that they're doing great. This is a little bit sadder to me. I'm not sure if this sort of thing works, if having a stranger on the internet acting like they're talking specifically to you can actually have a positive impact. I feel like it would just foster parasocial relationships, but give me your input. Do you think there's any value to something like this?
You are really pushing it today, aren't you? Okay. Fine. You want to act up? Go ahead. No, go on. Yeah. That's what I thought. Now be a good girl and come on.
Is it too crazy to say that this shouldn't be on TikTok? Like, I don't know. I don't want to kink shame anybody, but like, it's like when you bring it into public, we are all consuming it. We're all here. We're witnessing it. It's here. It's right there on the same platform that kids are scrolling. I know everybody's like, oh, it's a children's app, and like everybody's on TikTok, but this is public content. Anybody can consume this. And it makes me uncomfortable. It makes me a little bit uncomfortable. Having said that, I do want to clarify, there is much worse content on TikTok. Like, there are a lot of people being much more explicit than this. There's things that you can see. There's things that you shouldn't see. And this is just a person speaking words, but those words are also very charged in their own way. I think that maybe things should just be a little bit cleaner. I don't know. I scrolled to his more recent content, and it's much worse. He's doing this whole dress up thing, which he looks great. You can't take that away from the man. He's doing the whole Dorian Gray thing, or whatever the guy from 50 Shades of Grey is called. But the content, like, just look at this.
Oh, you thought I didn't notice? A little act of rebellion.
The captions being offset from his speech. It's like he's all tough. I'm the tough guy who's gonna make sure that things run straight. Bro can't even control his own captions. Anyway.
The way you tested me. Just enough to see if I'd correct you. Oh, I noticed. And you know what? I liked it.
Oh, no, please don't like it.
Because now I get to remind you who's in charge.
I don't like this. I don't like
Brats are cute. I'll give you that. But only when they know their place.
Brats are cute, but only when they know their place. This city needs me. I'm the hero that they need, but not the one they deserve.
I don't know if Batman ever said that in the movie, but he's doing the Batman voice.
Don't forget that.
Don't forget that.
So come here.
Harvey Dent.
I'm gonna teach you what happens to girls who almost behave. And if you're very good, I might reward you. Might.
Cut the cameras, cut the cameras. I just realized I've been neglecting the comments. In the comments, I would rebel just to be corrected. We need more of him calling us into the office because we have been bad. And I just want you to know, I am censoring profile pictures and names. These are faced people. Like, these people have faces, they have public profiles. Oh, Dad, Daniel, the one-handed belt removal trick would just put the cherry on the icing on the cake. I will fucking end it right now. I'm done. Just a couple more comments. I've now learnt don't scroll TikTok while at doctors, especially if you turn it up. The amount of looks I got. If your For You page looks like this, in general, use headphones if you're like scrolling through a short form video app in a public place, but if you're into this shit, why are you fucking watching it at a doctor's office with the volume on? Sorry, the good girl you're looking for is not here at the moment. Do I always have to be good? The brat in me is screaming, let me out. Giggle. Who is typing out giggle? I can't do this. I can't fucking do this. I totally submit to you. I will be your good girl. Like, I do wonder at a certain point, do any of these people think that there's a chance that he will respond to them? Like, he is looking for people to meet out in the world that want to do this sort of thing with him? I'm not sure. It's possible. All of this is kind of making me miss the old internet. And I feel so old saying this, but there were all these different communities, forums, and websites for niche interests like this. But now, everything is just on the 3 platforms that we use, so every single community exists everywhere, and so it is just around us at all times. And I don't know, like, there's nothing, well, I don't want to say there's nothing wrong with this, because it feels like there is something wrong with this, because literally anybody can see this and interact with it. Like, you could literally be 5 years old and be viewing this content. I just spilled water all over my shirt. I don't want to go further into Booktok necessarily, but this is literally just one creator. It could get so much worse than this, and I feel like it does. Let me know if you'd like to see more stuff in this genre, and I'll see you soon. Skate on to the best of your abilities. Make sure you're drinking water. Take it easy. Be safe.